Hi, my name is mxemoryaletha. I'm a non-binary muse, mover, and spoonie, and today I'm going to talk about a few things that I wish I had known or thought about more before I started art modeling. And when I say wish, I don't even say that like I regret it. It's just some things that I've learned and had to keep in mind. Um, I've only been art modeling actually for not even a year, but I started doing it about last October was the first time. My second time was in January, and then it's just sort of snowballed since then. Um, but the first thing that I want to talk about is self care. Obviously, self care is important no matter what. It's critical, it's crucial, it is resistance, it is how we love ourselves, and it is how we love the world. I truly believe that. Um, Art modeling makes self care and the need for it, or if I have not been taking good care of myself, it makes it very obvious. So, if I haven't been eating enough, period, if I haven't been eating enough of the right foods, I gotta make sure that I am staying hydrated, honestly, extra hydrated days that I'm going to be art modeling. And now, also, especially that it's summer where I'm at and it's very humid, this is crucial. Lately, I have been having in the morning, I have water if I can, I'll have water with lemon or lime juice added to it. Then I have my AG1, which is a vitamin drink because I struggle with having a balanced diet and nutrition absorption. So I'll have that in the morning before I have my coffee. I think that, yeah, obviously too much caffeine, depending on your body, could feel not good and you could feel jittery when you're art modeling. So that's something to consider. But also, if you have a certain amount of caffeine every day or so and you know that that works well for you, make sure to have that in a timely manner that day in addition to being hydrated. Just what I'd recommend. I've also been having a lot of iced cold brew tea lately, specifically a ginger turmeric one. And I love my drinks. I'll have like 5 drinks, non-alcoholic drinks out at any given moment. But I've also been having like electrolyte drinks. Sometimes I'll get Gatorade or Powerade, but this one is not one of those brands. But it is light blue, which is obviously the best flavor, whatever flavor it is. And I get them in the little like powder packets because they're a lot less expensive that way. Um, Also, getting a good night's sleep, getting quality sleep. Obviously, these are all things that there's a lot that goes into it. Um, Having healthy self image, which it kind of goes into another one of these points that I'm going to move towards. But basically, like just very basic self care, you know, cleaning myself enough regularly, like so that I'm going to be in a relatively like vulnerable position around whoever I'm modeling around. So I want to make sure that I am doing everything to feel my best. And I have insomnia. I'm easily distracted. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but just like that self kindness and compassion and doing our best, and that's really all you can do. The next point is it's important to have a mindful movement practice when you are an art model. If you don't have one already, I highly, highly recommend it. I love to dance. I do various styles of dance. I love yoga, specifically Kundalini yoga and meditation, um, breath work. I am an aerialist, so I get a lot of movement that way. I like my hula hoop. Now, I would say it's up to you, but something like running, for example, I do run. I don't, I'm sure overall it helps with my overall health, of course, which is great for art modeling. I really am articulating that a mindful movement practice is helpful for art modeling because it allows you to know what you are capable of, what certain moves feel like, what your limits are in terms of posing. Um, in addition to, it's a lot of inspiration as well. Um, so I kind of feel like my dance practices prepare me for posing, and honestly, my posing sometimes prepares me for my dance practices as well. It can be a challenging pose and still feel really good and therapeutic, and it could be a challenging pose and be like unhealthy for your body. So it's good to know the difference. My third one, which kind of I said goes into self care, but boundaries. Art modeling has helped me to really understand what my needs are and boundaries are in terms of art modeling, but also outside of art modeling. And in general, it's helped me to notice when I'm not advocating for myself and could be advocating for myself more, or being more clear, more direct about what I want and need. Um, I think some of that has come from the fact that there is, again, like a bit of a bit or quite a bit of a vulnerability in terms of modeling, especially if you're going to be nude. Um, just energetically, it's not something to be afraid of, but to have care around. I have turned down opportunities because my boundaries were not respected, or things were being asked of me that I didn't think was a healthy exchange for what I'd be getting out of the interaction. I turned down an art modeling gig recently because the contract I thought was really unfair, and based on how that person reacted, I really am glad that I didn't go with that, even though that gig would have paid me a little bit more. In the long run, I don't think that it would have been worth it and would have cost me. Um, yeah, it's helped me to understand when I need breaks, when to advocate for when I need a break. Sure, I am working, it is my job, and I can be well prepared for that and honor the person or people group that I am working for while still honoring myself. And if I'm taking breaks when I need to, if I'm saying when I'm not comfortable with something, or being upfront actually and proactive about saying what I do want and what I am interested in and what I'm available for, I'm going to get more of what I want that way, and it's going to happen a lot faster. So, some of this is sort of general and doesn't go into a lot of detail. I definitely would be open to go into more detail. I would love to know what you think about this, what your experiences are, if at all, with art modeling, and if there's just anything else that you'd like to hear. Anyway, I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.